give it to him. Alright, time to feed these hungry Steam Deck fans. Alright, let's get to this. Let's see what we got for these people. They want news, Chris. Give it to them. Talk! Okay, we got two articles here. One on Sackboy. That was a PlayStation game, but now it's playable on the Steam Deck. And the other one is VRR. The one with VRR is talking about your screen display and improving the performance. Listen to this. It says VRR external screens and allow tiering options coming to Steam Deck. Seems that both options for variable refresh rate and allow tiering are coming to Steam Deck in a future update. Thanks, Reddit. Here's what that means. First, no, the Steam Deck itself will not have VRR as the screen doesn't support it, as confirmed by Valve developer Pierre-Luc Griffius on Twitter. This will be for external screens when docking. The point of VRR is to have your screen continue to dynamically change the refresh rate to maintain the game, enabling it to remain smooth and tear-free. As for the allow tiering option, this is due to current way that Steam Deck gaming mode works with Wayland Display Server, with it always forcing VSync. Once ready, this will allow you to properly have it off and therefore reduce an extra latency it introduce and get some tearing. Then it shows a picture here. It says both of these are going to be pretty big and exciting addition, especially for those with VRR capable screens and for times when really need that little bit of extra input performance. Says here, the option turned up in the Steam Deck main update channel, which is one of the extra update channel you can turn on via developer mode, not actually meant for users. As with any in-progress development, it can change at any point. Boy, you Steam Deck fans are getting spoiled. Alright, here's the other article. And both of these are from Gaming on Linux. It's talking about Sackboy. Says here, Sackboy Big Adventure is another Sony port working well on Steam Deck /Linux. Says here, Sony and Sumo Digital recently put out another port. This time it's Sackboy, a Big Adventure offshoot of the Little Big Planet series. Unlike previous Sony release, it didn't have a Steam Deck rating before release and still doesn't yet. The good news is that it works out of the box on both Steam Deck and Fedora Linux, seemingly without any major technical issues. It does have some shader stutter with smoothened out over time, likely as it had full testing before release. It says with Proton 7, it clicks and play on Steam Deck and Linux. Here's some footage. We'll leave that video in the description box. Then it says here, very happy with how this runs. On my desktop, max setting produced very smooth experience overall. On Steam Deck, keeping it on high setting with screen locked to 40 Hz and TDP set to 10, give a really good feeling too, with better battery life than the default. A good while over 2 hours. On desktop, it seems it doesn't get along with Mango HUD, which vanish every time on the initial load screen. So in the brief desktop bit in the video, you will see the normal Steam FPS meaning frames per second, counter in top left corner. And it says you can buy it on Humble Store and Steam. So, you know, it's the Steam Deck, you know, getting updates and moving right along. And it's performing, it's doing pretty well. You know, every update the Steam Deck gets, the performance is improved. You know, whether the update is small or it's big. You know, whether the updates is in megabytes or gigabytes. You know, and you know, refresh rates and displays, and you know, they will improve over time with the updates that they're getting. So Valve is working around the clock, making sure people have a good time with the Steam Deck. Far as Sony goes, you know, you know, once they once they put that God of War in Horizon Zero Dawn, you know that there were more games to come. It would be nice if they put Gran Turismo on the Steam Deck, even if it's just say Gran Turismo Sport, from the PS4. If they put that on the Steam Deck, then that's good. So, Sony, putting their ports on Steam Deck is very excellent, and Sackboy is not exempt from that list. Sackboy on the PlayStation got to use a nice fan base, and if you're fans of the Little Big Planet series, then Sackboy is right up your alley. A lot of PlayStation fans that have this PlayStation fans, like the Steam Deck. They like the fact that they can take the Steam Deck on the go with them and play the PlayStation exclusives on it. Whether it's Spider-Man, whether it's Uncharted, or whether it's God of War, whether it's Horizon Zero Dawn, whether it's Death Stranding, and then there's the Miles Morales that's coming. So this is good for them, man. So it was a good move on Sony's part to put their exclusives, onto the Steam Deck. None of us gamers saw that coming. But when that happened, the Sony fan base antenna went up like this. To see the progress that Steam Deck made in the middle of a pandemic and all the updates it's getting. Yeah, the PlayStation fans, they love it, man. So I think Sony has more games that they're planning to put on this thing. Especially with Miles Morales coming out, November, December. That game is that's gonna be a huge. So now you got two Spider-Man games to play on the Steam Deck. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, Arkham Knight, Blackgate series, Gotham Knights, all on the Steam Deck to play. Take it on the go with you anywhere you want to. Yeah, Steam Deck is good, folks. So yeah, people trying to get their hands on this thing, and Valve trying to meet the demand. Keep up with the demand and stuff, man. So yeah, and so far so good, man. And we got 2 more months. We got 2 more months in the year before 2023 gets. So 2022 is not over, but there's more news to come with the Steam Deck, man. I think there's some more hidden games that we don't even know about that's coming. But I'll keep you guys posted. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the link of Sackboy game video footage in the description box. Anyway, leave this video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars, Star Trek thing. Dark side. Peace.